Stop everything you're doing, because this ain't just another headline. Kendrick Lamar, one of the highest paid rappers on earth, fresh off the most successful hip-hop tour of the decade, just did the unthinkable in a secret move no one saw. Kendrick reportedly gave up the entire profits from one leg of his grand national tour and transferred it straight to the godfather of lyrical rap himself, Rakim. That's right, the legend, the pioneer, the man whose rhymes shaped a generation. And this ain't charity, ain't promotion, ain't some tax write dash off. This was Kendrick's silent salute to a man who laid the blueprint. And he did it without a press release, without a tweet, and without saying a word. But trust, the second this news leaked, the entire hip-hop world lost its mind. J. Cole allegedly sent a text that just read, "Bro, you serious, Drake?" Silent. Jay-Z allegedly called Rake personally to say, "That's the realest move I've ever seen." So what does this mean for hip-hop royalty? Why did Kendrick do it now? And what hidden message did he leave behind in his final performance? Y'all, let's take it back. Before Kendrick was selling out arenas across Europe, before he had Grammys, Pulitzers, and record-breaking verses, before Not Like Us flipped the culture and silenced a whole generation of clout rappers, there was Rake, the name that shook microphones before streaming even existed. The man whose very breath control and rhyme structure changed rap forever. The reason so many rappers, including Kendrick, even picked up a pen and Kendrick, he never forgot. Cause while most of today's chart toppers are chasing streams and sponsorships, Kendrick Lamar has been quietly planning something far deeper. A move that wasn't about money, but about legacy. And now the receipts are leaking. The wire transfers are surfacing, and sources from within Top Dog Entertainment are confirming. Yeah, he gave it up. The whole Paris run grossed over $820 million. It's all going to Rake. Kendrick said it's a gesture, not a sacrifice. He's paying back what the game owes. Are you hearing this? A top-tier artist in his prime, handover. A fortune to another legend, and he didn't post about it. Didn't go live. Didn't call the blogs. He just did it. And hip-hop is now in absolute shock. Why Paris? Why Rake? Why? Now, so let's break this all the way down, because this ain't just about money. This is about something way bigger. Insiders say the decision happened after Kendrick's emotional performance in Paris, the night where he freestyled for nearly 10 minutes straight, then abruptly exited the stage without saying a word. Fans thought he was just being mysterious. But it turns out that exit was pre-planned. He ended the show early because he had to catch a private flight to New York. A source claims to meet with Rake in person with a check and a message. That message: "This game was built on your voice. I'm just echoing it." Reportedly, Kendrick handed over 2 briefcases and a handwritten letter that simply read, "You don't know what you did for me, but I do." No press, no footage, just a sacred exchange between 2 giants. And now that the story is leaking, the fans, the artists, the OGs, the legends, they're all scrambling to make sense of it. The whispers started weeks ago. It all began with a cryptic Instagram story from producer Terrace Martin, a longtime Kendrick collaborator. The post showed a blurry photo of Kendrick backstage in Paris, hands on his head, pacing. The caption: "He's about to do something insane for the culture." At the time, no one knew what it meant. Some thought it was a surprise album. Others guessed a collab with Andres Sen. One wild rumor even said Kendrick was leaving rap for good. But now it all makes sense. That something insane wasn't about dropping bars. It was about passing the torch and giving flowers while they still mattered. And Rake, he's no stranger to silence. He hasn't spoken publicly yet, but sources close to him say he was moved to tears when Kendrick walked into that room. A legend honors a legend. Let's be clear, Rake never asked for this. He's not out here begging for recognition. He's not ranting on podcasts or chasing clout, but that's exactly why Kendrick did it, because real ones recognize real ones. And Kendrick knows there is no dam without paid in full. There is no To Pimp a Butterfly without Eric B. and Reich. There is no Pulitzer for rap without the penmanship Rake birthed. This wasn't about going viral. This was about closing the loop. It's like Kendrick saw the full arc of hip-hop in one moment, said a close engineer. And instead of chasing the next bag, he decided to honor the past. That takes guts. That takes vision. Fans left shaken. No one's done this before the moment. This story hit social media. The fan reactions were wild. Etrial Hip Hop Dude 87 tweeted, "Kendrick didn't just make history. He redefined what hip-hop looks like when it grows up." At Bars Over, followers posted, "You mean to tell me Kendrick skipped a flex and gave millions to Rake? That's some next-level God-tier stuff." Even on TikTok, the younger generation got hit with the feels. One teen user made a compilation titled "When Your Fave is Actually a Real One" with a clip of Kendrick's Paris show fading into old Rake videos and ended with a caption that read, "This is what loyalty to the culture looks like," and yet the story is still unfolding because rumors are now spreading that this wasn't a one-time thing. There's talk that Kendrick's next project might be executive produced by Rake. Some even claim Rake recorded vocals for a secret interlude on Kendrick's upcoming entitled album. Could it be true? We'll find out soon. But one thing's for certain. Hip-hop just witnessed something it's never seen before. Not a diss, not a collab, not a beef, but a gesture so real, so raw, and so unexpected that the game may never be the same. You ready for this? Because while the fans were celebrating Kendrick's silent salute to Rake, everyone was clapping. In fact, some of the biggest names in the game were left absolutely stunned, and not in a good way. 24 hours after the transfer, leaked a private group chat between major hip-hop execs surfaced online, and what it revealed. Yeah, this wasn't unity, this was war. The industry divided. He made us look small. Inside the leaked thread allegedly involving reps from Atlantic, Republic, and even Def Jam, someone wrote, "Kendrick just threw a grenade into the machine. If other artists start doing this, we're done." Another added Rake. "Really great guy, but giving away millions." Kendrick just made everyone else look selfish AF. One senior exec went further, allegedly posting, "This wasn't a tribute. Was a shot at the whole industry. Watch what happens next." It's that one message screenshotted. Posted viral. And instantly fans started asking, was Kendrick trying to expose something deeper? Was this move a silent protest? He's calling out the game without saying a word. You know what's wild? Kendrick didn't say anything. No live stream, no post, no press release. But somehow everyone got the message. And it wasn't just about honoring Rake. This was about the broken system of commercial rap. This was about streaming platforms choking the legacy. This was about new artists not knowing their history and gatekeepers milking every drop from the culture without giving back. According to TDE insiders, Kendrick has been fed up for months after finishing his grand national tour. He sat down with his core team and said, "This game forgot its fathers. If I keep eating without feeding the ones who planted the seeds, I'm no different than them." One insider claimed Kendrick asked for all of the profits from his Paris leg. Not just his personal cut, but tour merch, streaming bonuses, even VIP upsells to be rerouted anonymously. TDE was hesitant, but Kendrick reportedly said, "Then I'll go independent. This is bigger than me. It's the meeting with Rake. I owe you more than money." Sources close to Rake's circle said Kendrick didn't just wire money, he flew to Long Island, Rake's hometown, unannounced. He reportedly brought 2 briefcases, a single security guard, and no manager. He showed up at Rake's recording space, knocked once, and when the door opened, Kendrick knelt. Not figuratively, literally. A stunned Rake allegedly laughed and said, "Man, what are you doing?" To which Kendrick replied, "What you did for me, for all of us. It can't be priced, but this is my first attempt." Inside one briefcase was a check rumored to be $8. $2 million. Inside the other, a handwritten 16-page letter chronicling how Rake's music saved him. He wrote, "Every line you spit was armor. I walked through Compton in your cadence. I rapped your bars to calm myself before battles when the radio forgot you didn't. This is me remembering was speechless." Speechless. The first twist, Drake was never going to do this. That's when things got messy. Shortly after the leaks went public, mysterious burner account on Twitter, @champagne, Lee KZ posted, "Imagine trying to stay relevant by giving money away. That's not real power. That's a guilt trip." The post got 5K likes in under 2 hours. But what made it explode? The replies. Because one verified producer rumored to work with Obi or tweeted it with this bombshell. Drake had the chance to collab with Rake in 2016, said he didn't want old school energy on his rollout. Facts. Fans went crazy. Kendrick stans versus Drake fans. OG heads versus Gen Z memes flooded the timeline. Kendrick gave the bag.
Drake gave a shrug. This is why Kendrick's the GOAT. He remembers where he came from. Imagine selling out stadiums and still saying thank you to the architect. That's deeper than rap. J. Cole breaks his silence. We watch in a monument late that night. J. Cole posted a black and white photo of Rake on his Instagram story. Just one word under it. Respect. No tag, no caption, no explanation, but fans knew J. Cole was making his side clear. And soon after, rumors emerged that Cole was planning his OWN gesture for NASA's personal lyrical idol. A fake insider tweet even joked, if Cole buys NASA mansion, the internet might shut down. But the energy was real. Kendrick's move wasn't just a donation. It was a challenge, a silent dare to every artist at the top. What are you doing for the ones who came before you? The music industry panics. Is this a trend? Meanwhile, over at the top labels, freak-out mode. A leaked Slack message from one tour promoter allegedly said, if Kendrick's move starts a trend, we're going to have to restructure contracts. Artists will start demanding legacy clauses. Another exec added, fans love this. That's the problem. We're supposed to be selling aspirational fantasy, not integrity. Wow. Just wow. They were worried not because of the money, but because Kendrick had just reminded the world that realness still sells. That humility hits harder than flashy chains. And that sometimes a handwritten letter means more than a platinum plaque. But even as the dust was settling, another twist was coming. Because just when fans thought they had the full story, a new video surfaced. A video that could change everything and revealed that Kendrick's tribute to Rake might have been years in the making and might also be the first step in a much bigger plan. It started with a leak, but it's turning into a revolution because what fans just discovered in a leaked backstage video from Kendrick's Grand National Tour is flipping the entire narrative on its head. What we all thought was a one-time tribute might have been a carefully planned movement years in the making. The footage that shook the timeline. It began when a TikTok user named Atrial Tour Moments posted a blurry 17-second video titled, "Is this Kendrick talking about Rake back in Berlin?" The clip was dark, grainy, and obviously not meant for public release. But when the audio was enhanced, fans lost their minds. In the footage, Kendrick is seen standing backstage, pacing, holding a notebook. A stagehand asks, "You good?" And Kendrick responds, "I'm not trying to just do a tour, Ty. I'm trying to rewrite the whole script. This ain't about me anymore. The originators need to eat. They need the light." You could hear the weight in his voice. This wasn't a casual thought. This was a mission. And now fans are digging deep. They're rewatching interviews, decoding lyrics, and analyzing old tweets and what they're finding. It's clear Kendrick's tribute to Rake wasn't spontaneous. It's been building quietly, relentlessly. The breadcrumbs have been there for years. 2015, during the Grammy red carpet, Kendrick was asked, "Who's your GOAT?" Without hesitation, he said, "Rake, no question." He gave us the map. 2018, in an interview with GQ, Kendrick wore a vintage Eric B. and Rake tee. When asked why, he said, "Because y'all forgot, but I didn't." 2021 on Clubhouse, a leaked audio surfaced of Kendrick saying, "When I win, Rake wins. That's how it's supposed to be. But we never connected the dots." Now the picture is clear. Kendrick's been signaling this for nearly a decade, and the Paris payout was just the start, a new movement. Cott's legacy project, multiple unverified insiders are now claiming Kendrick's tribute isn't a one-off, but the first step in something way bigger. They're calling it the Legacy Project. According to whispers, Kendrick is developing a documentary series about the architects of hip-hop narrated by legends and funded from his own pocket. He's launching a trust fund to financially support elder MCs who never got their flowers. And most shockingly, Kendrick is reportedly planning a legacy label that gives ownership back to golden era rappers. Yes, you heard that right. A label where Rake, KRS-One, MC Lyte, Cool G Rap, and others have full creative and financial control and mentor the next generation of MCs. An insider at TDE says, "This ain't just about money. This is about restoration." Kendrick's tired of watching legends fade away while new artists eat off their style. Social media erupts. This is our hip-hop Avengers. The moment these rumors hit Twitter, it was over at Hip Hop Historian NYC. Tweeted Kendrick honoring Rake is the first domino. He's assembling the gods now. At Burgerzoni posted, "We finally got a rapper that ain't chasing charts. He's chasing culture." Even Nas jumped in tweeting a cryptic message. "Respect the ones who wrote in ink while you're still scribbling in pencil." Fans are calling it the realest gesture since Nip's victory lap. A cultural reset. The moment hip-hop grew up, and the hashtag #LeeCoverLuxury has already hit 12M views on TikTok Talk. But then the game changed again just when fans thought they had heard it all. A new voice note leaked allegedly from a recent session at TDE Studios. Kendrick can be heard speaking to a small group of collaborators. His tone dead serious. "The industry gone. Fight this. They gone. Call it fake or try to flip it. But I ain't here to prove nothing. I'm here to remind them who started this and remind the young ones how to finish it." Then there's a pause and you hear him say Rake's verse. It's in wait, hold on. What verse? That's when the fandom lost its mind. Because if this is true and Kendrick got Rake back in the booth, then we might be standing on the edge of something no one thought possible. A Kendrick x R.E.M. collaboration. One that's been kept secret for years. One that could be part of an upcoming surprise drop that honors the culture's roots while torching the industry's lies. The shocking twist, a hidden track from 2017. Get ready for your mind to be blown. Fake news and fan conspiracies run wild as the tribute gained steam. So did the madness. One fake tweet went viral claiming Kendrick signed over 40% of his streaming royalties to Rake for life. Kendrick's secret promise. A second photo surfaced. This time a crumpled notebook page with a barely legible scroll that read "To Rake when I make it. I got Uke. Age 13 fans went into meltdown. This wasn't just respect. This wasn't just a tribute. It was a vow. And Kendrick, he fulfilled it. The unanswered questions that follow. So now everything we thought we knew is changing. This wasn't a marketing stunt. It wasn't a calculated move to flex on the industry. It was personal, deep, and decades in the making. But now the questions are coming fast. Was the tribute a one-time fulfillment of a promise or the beginning of a larger movement? Is Kendrick planning to step back from music now that he's paid his dues? Did other rappers know about the Rake moment all along and stay silent out of jealousy? Even crazier, a voice message from an anonymous source has now surfaced, claiming this Rake thing. It's only Phase 1. Wait till you see what Kendrick does with NAS. Hold up, NAS. A legacy in motion or the end of an era? Some fans believe Kendrick's Rake tribute signals the start of a new movement. Others fear it's a goodbye letter to the game. After all, what more is there to prove? He gave away millions. He reignited an icon's legacy. He told the world the truth, and fulfilled a childhood promise he made when no one was watching. But Kendrick still hasn't said a word, no tweet, no interview, no post, just that one backstage whisper. The originators need the light. So, what comes next? Will Kendrick disappear into legacy? Will Rake drop a surprise verse? Will the legacy label rumor finally become reality? And what about the secret track with NAS? Stay close, because in this new era of hip-hop, it's not about charts anymore. It's about who's brave enough to change the game for real. So now you know the truth. Kendrick Lamar didn't just write bars. He wrote history. He didn't just break records. He broke the cycle of selfishness in the rap industry. He gave away millions to the man who lit the first torch. And in doing so, he set the whole game on fire. But now it's your turn. Drop a comment right now and tell us. Do you think Kendrick did the right thing? Was this a pure act of love or a legacy power play? And what rapper should be next to give flowers while legends are still here to smell them? Should NAS be the next Honore? Should J. Cole join the movement? Or should Kendrick go even deeper and start that legacy label we've been hearing whispers about? Your voice matters, because hip-hop ain't just a sound. It's a culture. And this move just reminded everyone of that. So, if you felt something watching this, smash that like button. Subscribe to stay tapped in for every exclusive leak, every behind-the-scenes truth, and every tribute that's about to reshape the game. Because trust us, this ain't over. Sources close to Rake are saying there's a secret collab track already in the vault. And Kendrick's team, they're preparing for another announcement that could flip the industry again. We'll be right here when it drops. Until then, legends live forever, but only if we keep telling their stories. #Kendrick to Rakim #legacy an dead #the reels just started.